This is Dee with DJ Designs, and I am back today. Coming back from a long 15-day trip in Thailand. It was a really nice vacation, but I am back and I have a new project. I am working on junk ties. I've done a lot of research on it, and my creativity just went wild. Anyway, these are made from upcycled denim, and a lot of these accessories that I got and the brooches I got from Hobby Lobby. Okay, all right, I'm going to show you how to make this one and also this one, but there will be upcoming tutorials to show you how to make the others and also to have some matching earrings. So stay tuned and I will get started. The first tie I want to show you, I did get these ties in Goodwill. Sometimes you can find them for $1, $1.99. This one I found, it looks like it could be unisex. Okay, the first thing you want to do is take your tie, and I usually make the fold right at about 11 inches, okay? So you make your first fold, and then you make the second fold, come up around, I'd say about 4.5, 5 inches. So that's 2, 3, and you want to have at least 3 folds. 1, 2, 3, and you can count it. This is the 4th one here. Okay. All right. Once you do that, make sure it's even and you have it the way you want it. Then you get your rubber band, and you want to hold this in place. I got these rubber bands in Hobby Lobby. They were only $1, and I got a big pack of these rubber bands. It was 99 cents actually, and that's going to make a lot of ties. So creating this project with the supplies and tools is really not that much, so your profit margin is a whole lot bigger. Okay, all right, so I think I got it straight enough. And now what you want to do is twist it one time so the back is facing that way and the front is facing that way. And I usually go 1, 2, I say 1, 2, let me see if I do 3. Yeah, I'm going to do 3. I can always adjust that. That's one good thing about doing these ties. You can adjust whatever folding you did. Even if it's glued, it's very easy to come out. I'm just going to put a dot of glue right there to hold it. And what I'm going to do is take my pin. Now, I did get these pins in Hobby Lobby once again. They were $2.99 a piece, but they're always on 40% off. So I got it like for about $1.50 or something like that. And you just want to go in, out, and you want to stay in the center so your ruffle will come even. In, out, and just go in, out, and try to make the spacings around the same as well, because you want your ruffles to come even. Just go in and out like that, and you want to leave, I want to say maybe 2 inches. Okay, let's close up the pin. Look at that already so far. Really nice. Okay, and you can spread that out how you want and then bring it around. But what I normally do is put a spot of glue right there just to hold it the shape of the pin, and press that down. You want to make sure that you get that pressed down pretty good. Okay, all right, and you want to bring it around, and then you want to tuck it in. You really don't want that to be exposed, so just go on and tuck this in. It's going to be hard to tuck it in if you do it tight. but that's okay. I'll just use something to push it down. Or actually, you know what? I don't think I'd want to do that. I think I just want to use a spot of glue and just put it down like that. That's good enough, okay? And this is a silk tie, by the way, okay? All right, I'm really liking the way that's coming out. And what I did is I got some pearl beads and I strung them together. And I'm not sure which row I want to put the layer. I used elastic thread. You can use regular cording or thread if you want, but let's see how long I want to make this. Yeah, I used elastic so I can maneuver it a little better. So tie, make a knot, make 2-3 knots. So that won't come out. Let's see how this looks. Oh yeah, really liking this. Okay. All right, I think I'll like that knot, so I'll just go on and cut this right here. That's looking nice. Okay, and now we're going to get our pearl neck. Okay, we got our pearl necklace, and I did get this once again for $2.99 in Hobby Lobby, and it's 40% off. I got it for 40% off, but I believe that's this 40% off is every day. So I got, once again, I got this probably for under $2. Okay. All right, nice looking, very nice quality. I was so glad. One of the posters on one of the groups that I belong to did suggest to get the pearl necklace from Hobby Lobby, and I had to go down 2 aisles until I finally found it. Okay, and look at that. That would go nice with some jeans or a white top, and then get some pearl earrings, and you're good to go. Like that. All right, let's do the next one. Okay, the second one I want to show you is with the denim ties, and you can do a lot with these. I'll show you some of the samples of the ones that I did, but to get the basic tie, and I made a cardboard template for the ties that I'm doing in denim, and what I do is just, you know, place it on the denim, and I should have made it a little wider so when I'm doing my tracing for the template, I'm gonna make it just a little wider for the seam salvage. I do want it a little wider, so that's why I'm going past the template. I probably will make another template because sometimes I forget to do it. And the tie is too narrow. So, you know, basically all I'm doing is this, just making an outline of the template. I don't know if you can see that. Let me bring that in a little bit more. Okay. And what I'm going to do, and make sure you have a good pair of scissors. These scissors I had in my stash, but, you know, they're fairly inexpensive, but it does cut denim really good. So all I'm doing is just cutting. I can really remove that. Just cutting on the line that I traced. Very simple. Very simple. Okay. And I'll do the other side. And these are so fun because when you have a blank canvas with a tie, your imagination can really run wild. So, okay, we have something like this. And then all I'm going to do is fold it in half, make sure it's even. And I'm going to stitch across the bottom like that, and I'll be back. Okay, I stitched across the bottom, as you can see, and you need to clip the sides so it won't be so bulky. You really don't have to do the other side, but I just do it anyway. And turn it inside out, Make sure that point is out like that. And you have something like this. Okay. And make sure your point is straight. And all I'm going to do is press it. Just lightly press it. It doesn't have to be a hard press. As you can see, I'm using my Cricut mini iron that I've had forever. It's helped me through a lot of different projects. And once I do that, I didn't line it because denim typically is a heavyweight fabric, so I didn't line it. But okay, so what I'm going to do now is fold this in half, and I'm going to stitch down this way, and I'll be right back. Okay, I turned it inside out. I thought I had the camera on, but I didn't. And once you turn it inside out, you know, I press the seams open so they'll be pressed when I turn it inside out. And I'm taking my Cricut iron and I'm just lightly pressing it, but I'm going to use my big steam iron so I can get a nice press on this. Okay. All right, I'm going to press this and we're going to decorate this tie. Or you can decorate how you want and let your imagination run wild. Okay, I got my ties all pressed. I did do some black ones too, and I'll see if I'll have time to show you one of the black ones. But what I did, I created a template for the tie at the end. And this would be easier. This is easier if you're going to put rhinestones on the end. And I did it at an angle. This template saves me from putting the rhinestones in one at a time. So I'll show you how simple this is. I'm just basically brushing the stones into my template. Very good. Sometimes I don't get them all in, but looks like I did good this time. All right, I got all the stones in. You see how quick that was? And I'll show you the trick. Okay, I had to get a piece of the film, transfer film. And basically, all you do is carefully remove it. Okay, and the transfer film, and you could use this, you could reuse this film. You don't have to cut a fresh piece every time. And just basically carefully placing it over the rhinestones template. And make sure you give it a good press. And I'm just basically taking it and putting it, placing it over the tie. Now some of the stones, depending on the size of the tie, you might have to move around, which is not a problem. But I made it a little bigger in case I wanted to make bigger ties. So sometimes I have to push these over a little bit. Like that. Okay, we're going to give this a good press. Okay, we're going to give this a good press, and I'm using my mini iron. Typically, I do use my heat press, but since it's a small project, and I'm only doing one of these today, I just using my mini iron, and I'm just, you know, you just have to press it in multiple spots to make sure the glue is melted. So, just like this. And sometimes the corners, you have to press a little harder. Okay, that should do it. And there's the secret. Okay. And usually first, before I start doing my projects, my ties, I like to just fold it down so I know how much room I have to work with my design. So I'm just tucking this raw edge in. I'm using some glue to tuck this raw edge in, like that. although it's not going to be seen. I just don't want to leave a raw edge. And basically all I do is just fold it down once and then fold it down again. I'd say that's probably about, the length on that is about 11, let's say 11 inches, okay? All right, and I'm just fixing this a little bit. And what you need to get is the rubber band, because you want to keep this together so you can put your band or whatever decoration you're going to be using, or trim that you were going to be using, and just pull it tight so you have the gathered, you want the gathered look, and then you just need to work it to make sure everything's straight. And this, we're going to leave it like this because it'll be easier for us to put the necklace in, and then I'll glue it down. Okay, so it's something like this. Yeah, that came over a little over 12 inches, okay? All right, and then I have a strip, something else that I did cut from the jeans. It's the felt part, the felt seam. And I'm just trying to trim this as much as I can so it'll look neat. And you also can use a lighter to trim this as well. I don't know if I have mine handy. Oh, here it is. You know, just to kind of get the threads. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to put a strip of glue to initially hold it. Like that. And you always have to press that down too. And now I can cut. I know how long it's going to be. Okay. And then you want to turn around and do the side and just at the edge and hold that down until it's adhered. I like this Gorilla Glue glue gun. It does have the high temperature glue sticks that works really well. It's very good for doing fabric. It really works well. It has a good adherence to the fabric. Okay. And once again, you could use a lighter to trim that if you want, or you probably don't need to make it that long to come over if you want, but I just want to make sure I have a clean edge like that. Okay. Okay, and what I want to do with this one, like I did in a sample, is I got this trim in Hobby Lobby, but I've had it so long and I've had so many projects. You can split it in 2 rows, 3 rows, or however long you want it or however width you want it. So I've had it a long time, and I've done so many projects. I've made earrings with it. And I still have a lot. All right, let me get this cut a little better. And I'm gonna put a strip of glue in the middle. Try to get it in the center. Maybe not a lot of glue, but just enough to hold the trim. You don't really need a lot, just to hold it. You don't want a big glue mess. And just put it in the center. Make sure it's straight. Give it a good press. Okay. Okay. And I'm just going to put one more spot of glue just to turn it. Hold that down. And same on this side. This probably is too long, but I'll cut this. Very simple, nothing difficult. You'll surprise yourself when you get this project finished, because I was surprised. Actually, it was the first design I had made, and I was surprised that it came out so nicely. Okay. All right. Okay, we're going to make the bow, and the bow is made out of a pocket. So basically, all you do, you kind of tilt the scissors a little bit so you don't get any excessive, when you're cutting, you won't get any excessive jeans fabric. So I'm doing the best I can to cut as close as possible so that I don't have too much excessive fabric. Pretty good. Okay, and then you turn it over because it's typically lined with more fabric. And you just cut as close as possible. And you can go back and trim once you cut around. You can go back and cut the trim. They really won't see the back of this, but you know, I like to get as much off as possible on the back. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. I did make a template for the pocket too, because I did designs with the pocket, and also I did it because I'm going to be doing a lot of bows with the pocket. Very unique trick that I learned from Regina Allen. She's all over YouTube with these junk ties. And she's a very good tutorial. She has a lot of free tutorials. You need to check her out. Okay. All right. Looks like I got them all filled. And I will take my transfer tape. Guess that's big enough. And press this. Okay. Alrighty. I did 2 pockets, but let me do the one that is, put this to the side. Press the one that is the stone wash that I'm going to be doing with the tutorial. Okay. This pocket appears to be a little bigger. I might have to add some stones. And same thing. Just press. I'll get this all pressed and I'll be right back. Okay, I got my stones all pressed, and I did have to put some sporadically just to make sure they were evenly distributed. And all I'm doing is pinching it like this, like a fold, and go up and down. Make sure you end with that going down, okay? And you take a rubber band, because we want to keep that crease in the middle. And you can straighten it up and center it like what I'm doing. It just takes a little practice. This is like my 3rd or 4th one, and I'm surprised at the progress that I make every time I do it. So, okay. All right, so we're going to do the center, and that's pretty simple. We're going to have the seam in the front. Let's see, do I want it in the front or the back? Yeah, to the back. We want the seam in the back because it won't show in the back. Okay, glue it and hold it. And I'm using a cut felt seam on the jean, as you can see. none of the jean gets wasted. There's projects for every part of the jean. All right, I'm just gonna cut off that excess. Add a little more glue. And hold it until it's cooled. All right, I'm liking that. Okay, and this is gonna go on our jean bow. And oh, we need to, I had another piece I wanted to use, but this is the one where you want the seam in the front because it's going to be covered by the bow and you won't be able to see the seam in the back. It really doesn't matter, but you know, I'm just a neat freak. If I can hide it, I will. And just very simple. This is very, very simple. Like I said, I really surprised myself when I first started doing this. It took little or no effort, just your creativity. This is all it takes, your creativity. Once you learn the basic techniques of making a tie. Okay, and we're gonna leave this open because that's where the necklace is gonna go. Okay, all right, and I think I want to put the rhinestone strip in the middle. So let's cut, oh, about that long. I only want to do one strand. Don't want to overdo it. And just put a dab of glue just to, you only need a little for this. It holds very well. Hold it, hold it. Okay. Should have probably made this a little longer, but I don't know, I think it'll work because when it goes to the back, no one will see the back. Okay. All right, looking good. Now, you know the next thing, just get a good glob of glue and put that, oh, almost burned myself, and put this on and hold it, hold it, hold it, because this is the bow. All right, and you can use any decoration you want. You can use a brooch. I got these in Hobby Lobby. It's just so many options. They're like $1.99 in the sewing section. So, okay. All right, and lastly, we're gonna do our necklace. I think I wanna do a denim necklace as opposed to a pearl necklace and see how that works out. Okay, once again, I thought I had my video on, but what I did was I cut the felt seams on the stonewash denim jeans that I use, and I just, you know, glued the seam down so that it will stay closed. And I got some Velcro, the Velcro I use. I put the female part on the outside and the male part on the inside, and it is adjustable. Okay, and I just used a glue gun to adhere it, and I think I'll put more to make sure that it's closed tight, but this is all I did for this one. Okay, this will conclude my video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel because there will be another video. I am going to be showing you how to do matching earrings for this, and I do appreciate everybody who has subscribed. I'm almost at 2,000 and just a little bit more and I'll be there. So I appreciate all your subscriptions and I will see you in the next video.